welcome to my vlog about the regional qualifiers for Grassroots. We've got our times and they're really nice. We're going to have to wake up a bit early and go and walk the courses before my dressage, but we're pretty used to doing that. The only thing we've got to do is plat tonight. I'm really hoping they stay in at most, but you know, fingers crossed. Everybody, this is my mum, and we are just heading off to plat flow. It's 6 the night before the regionals. I'm so excited. I'm a bit nervous, but what do you think, Mum?
I think it's going to be good.
We are just platting flow up. Mum has done the rest, so I can have the easy job of the last few, but this one's not going very too well, but yeah, what do you think about that flow?
Looks alright.
This is Flo with her nice, I'm not really sure what this is called, something, after her plats.
Maddie thinks
The
it's
last
a superhero
one, you'll see
kit.
it tomorrow. The last one wasn't actually me, that was my mum. She's spectacular at doing plats. Flo, as you can see, is very pleased with this, but has never been in one before. So we will see if she can get any poo down her neck. We've taken Flo's plats out, and I'm pretty pleased apart from the last 3, but that's okay. She's, I think, a bit tired, but we should rev her up. I'm just getting the chalk right now and I'm trying to cover up her yellow stained hogs, which we did wash yesterday, but we think they are permanently stained yellow, as we can never get the stain out. But should have a good day. I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I'm very excited. Mummy's driving the lorry, very concentrated at the moment. It's 7:32 in the morning and we are off to Blindley Heath. We're still not really sure how you pronounce it, but Flo's all in the back. I've just ran through my dressage test and I've got it. I think I did start forgetting them last year, but I think I've got my dressage test this year. Nailed the learning them part. And we've seen the cross-country course on the cross-country app. Brilliant app, by the way. Definitely recommend. It looks lovely. There's one skinny, a little corner, a coffin that doesn't have a part C, which I'm a bit disappointed about. I mean, they could have at least added the C, but it's okay. What do you think, Mum?
I think the course looks really great. I think you and Flo are going to have a fantastic time out there. And the weather's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. It's lovely and sunny.
Well, that
We've
was
made it!
a good journey.
So we're out. We just arrived. We're quite near everything, but we're packed away, so Flo won't get to it. You can see our last fence. But right now we're heading to the start box to find the first fence. Right, so we got the trousers. Just didn't want to get too warm, but it's quite breezy. The weather's good though. This is my number 2 fence, shed with the 100. We're pretty pleased. We love hedges. She should fly over this. Right, so this is my 7B. We have a nice little step up just behind. This is skinny, so I need to be straight, ride it properly. Fingers crossed though will be on her game. And what a nice stretch ahead of us. Right, so this is my 13A fence. It looks quite nice. It is a coffin, and last time we did a coffin it was at the Pony Club Tetrathon. And Flo managed to do something funny and basically trip in it and scrape one of her legs and a bit of her boot. She's all fine. It wasn't phased, so hoping this will just ride nicely. A.
You going to look in that ditch?
No. Maybe not.
You going to look in that ditch?
No, I'm going to be in the ditch. Hello, so Flo stood quite sleepy. Hey, babies. Just giving you kisses. Got a dressage saddle on. We've got to go and walk the show jumping, which is bigger than normal 90s because it's the regional qualifiers. We walked the cross-country course. It's lovely. It's amazing. It was very windy in the show jumps, and I was very pleased with the course. And off to dressage we go. Here is me in the warm-up with a very fresh Flo. She was very pleased to be out doing dressage. It was very chaotic and she was producing some nice work, so I was pleased with her. Here we are actually in our test. She entered up the centre line very straight. I believe she got a 7 for this. She was round, obedient and lovely. She was resisting a bit here, and I have had to add some sound because there was a loud bang. We're almost certain that it was maybe a gunshot next to her. And it set her off. Mum managed to capture a bit of the the field, which is quite funny, but it completely unsettled her. We got a 1 for this mark, and it ruined 2 of my movements and unsettled me for quite a lot, and Flo for a lot of the test. Again, lovely filming of the grass. I was very upset by this, as I do believe I could have had a chance, and Flo was frightened and very uptight. I managed to recover and do my test to an okay standard. You can see clearly she was very pent up, and we're really hoping that maybe we could have another shot at a regionals again. But we do understand that it is just tough luck and it could have happened to anyone, but to be honest, it really shouldn't, but that's it. Her transitions for the rest of the test were lovely. She was a bit resisting and still quite choppy in her stride. I was just so on edge that I was barely thinking about the work that we were putting in and just thinking if it frightened Flo. And to be fair, I was very surprised that she was going anywhere near this corner again. This is her free walk on a long rain, half 20-metre circle. Our standard of test is usually far higher than this, but she was very pent up and I was pleased to have got her back into this state. She's not a spooky horse at all. She did find that canter transition quite amusing. And I think this is the first time I'm watching this test, so I'm finding it quite cool to watch through it. But yeah, she had a bit of a fight with me there. I actually was in tears completely. Give and retake of the rein. I was a bit early on that. We got 6s and 7s throughout this test, and I was very pleased with her. We did manage to pick up a 5 from one of the judges, which I think was a bit unfair, but I mean, they are professional judges. Yeah, that transition was a bit iffy. I don't think I've actually ever been on her when she's been like this. That transition, I was very pleased with that. I've actually never been on her when she's been like this, which I know sounds a bit silly. I've been on other horses plenty of times when they've acted out, but for Flo it's very rare, and I'm so lucky to have a horse like that, and yep, straight back out her head goes. Overall, I was very pleased with her and how calm she was. This half 50-metre circle was very, very good. And one mark that we always get, and didn't surprisingly in this test, was being supple, as she was actually quite working through, but usually her head is like so far down, but I guess that's just how it is. her being scared did mean that her trot was quite nice and forward. It was just a little choppy, but I was very pleased with this halt and how she went into it, almost square. I will report on this dressage test in a minute, but we went straight into show jumping as we didn't have much time in between. We had to change all of her saddles and things. Lovely striding to the first. The second one, she went in and was a bit spooky, so I just wanted to get over this, getting a dodgy stride to it. Then I really didn't want to pick up time faults, so I was just looking down to see her leg, and yes, I was on the wrong one, but I really couldn't afford to change and get a time fault. We got pretty good strides to those two. I was very pleased, and usually she spooks at pink poles-ish. Next one was like a highlight colour, bright yellow. Amazing to that. This one, she popped beautifully, and this course, it was up to height. It was a metre because it was a regional qualifier, so it just adds on to our experience after the Pony Club Championships. We're entered for West Wilts 100, and it will be our first 1 metre together, so brilliant experience. Popped over number 7, the double, then the scary poles for number 8, and coming to the last, she absolutely flew it. I was very pleased and celebrated. That was terrible. She was spooky, and it was not nice at all. But let's stop now. That's the test. It's a hard gulp to swallow. Our show jump round just went amazingly.
It was really great. Well done.
Pro and Laurie on the right stride, so she was phenomenal. Really happy with that, as it's quite a big round. One of our first bigger rounds, and I'm so excited for the cross country. Honestly, it doesn't even matter anymore. Flo was a bit fresh in the warm-up. She still bossed the fences, setting out of the start box with quite the bang. She did have a bit of a bunny hop over this first fence. Don't know what went wrong there, but that was the first fence she's done that. And the last. She went completely amazingly around this whole course. It was also up to height, so I'm pretty sure it was bigger than 90. And she just went amazingly. We didn't get many cross-country videos, but she'd gone clear around the whole course, getting a correct stride to every fence. I was very pleased with her, and we were told it was a slow time, so I steadied up quite a lot for this fence. In reality, it was quite a fast time, but here is the last fence. Very pleased. Wonderful.
She's a good girl. Keep her walking.
Oh my god, she actually flew around.
Keep her walking.
She was right at every fence. I couldn't have asked for more. I didn't hear the commentator if we got too fast time faults. We were going at a pretty good pace.
Let's walk her back to the lorry, shall we?
Amazing. I'm so pleased with her. Good girl, Flo.
Good girl.
Let's go back to the lorry. Right, everyone. So it's a bit of a wrap for yesterday. Flo's all good. What do you think, Mum?
I thought you did really, really well, and it was a massive shame about that bang or whatever it was in the dressage test, but these things happen, and you collected yourself and you rode like a champion, and Flo did her best, and I think you should be really proud of yourselves. I really
We've
do.
never actually been in a situation where that's happened in a dressage test.
I don't actually
or
think
really
I've
anything.
ever seen that happen in a dressage
I don't
test.
think I've been on her when she spooked that badly. And
Well, to be honest,
it's quite funny, but
I think most horses, if it sounds like a pistol's going off next to them, might have a little bit of a jolt.
yeah, to be fair, but double clear anyway. A few time faults cross country, but I mean, that's kind of
At
our
least
thing.
they were slow rather than fast.
Yeah, we do usually get fast time faults and then we get told off. But it's okay. We've got Pony Club Championships, dressage and eventing to come up. We might make a video on that. And
We're not going to video me first thing in the morning, getting up very early.
Our dressage times, we've got it, and it's on Tuesday, and it's basically in Off Churchbury, which is up somewhere in Birmingham, and our dressage times are very early, 9 o'clock early, so we've got to be up by like 4 in the morning. Isn't our favourite thing?
I don't think I'm going to be chatty.
No, we're on a bit of a roll with that lately. We've had Dauncey Park really early times, which we did request because I had to go camping the next, like, get picked up.
I don't know where you get all this non-stop chatting from.
It's a bit rude. It comes from you, Mum.
Hmm.
And then we had it yesterday.
And then we've got it. The event, the Pony Club Championship event, goes over 2 days. So we've got your show jumping and dressage on Thursday at reasonable times, and then you don't go cross country till 5:30 on Friday.
And that's the only thing on Friday, so we've got to wait all day until 5:30.
We'll be home by about midnight. Ready
That
for the
means
weekend.
we have a lot of fun because the night before it's a little party, so we should
You're going to
film a
beach
bit of
party.
that.
I might get in my bikini.
My team's. It's gonna put you off.
Yeah. Someone will need cheering up.
Most of my team, I'm very excited for the eventing and the dressage. The dressage, my team in the dressage is like my age, and I'm really, really excited. And then my team for the eventing is, most of the people in my team are quite a bit older than me.
Not as old as me, though.
Not as old as Money. I don't think anybody's older than
Why don't we do
you.
another blog for the Pony Club stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
But well done.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. So maybe we'll show a bit of the teams in eventing and dressage. We'll get their position first and we'll update you then. Bye for now. Thank you for watching if you've got this far.